Get into it, man. Johnny Guitar Watson, Superman Love in 1976. This song was a top 20 hit. It's the 17th underrated song in R&B history as I'm chewing on the countdown for the top 100 R&B songs that were underrated. Top 100 R&B songs are underrated. The top 100 underrated R&B songs. This is number 17. Johnny Guitar Watson, Superman Lover. 1976. The song was a top 20 hit. Get into it. Released on this 1976 album, Ain't That a Blank. Johnny Guitar Watson, Superman Lover, was an underrated R&B masterpiece and really bridged gritty 1950s blues guitar roots with slick 1970s funk instrumentation, humorous storytelling, and an understated influence on future hip hop culture that mainstream audiences often overlook. The genre blending innovation, Watson took his traditional Texas blues background and directed with wah-wah pedals, tight horn arrangements, and smooth disco funk grooves. His humorous persona, instead of playing a traditional serious romantic lead, he adopted a witty, smart, street smart lover man persona that functioned like a male equivalent to Millie Jackson's narrative R&B style. Watson frequently self-produced, played multiple instruments on his tracks, giving Superman Love an organic, deeply personal funk architecture. Hip hop sampling, while Miss Massive mainstream pop permanence compared to biggest era hits, his distinct intro and groove were famously recycled by West Coast hip hop royalty, including Lil Rage, Afro Puffs. Redman used the song, the Superman Lover lineage. That's where he got it from. So this song influenced Redman, the Superman Lover moniker, across his classic albums, improving Watson's conceptual foresight. General music history often bypasses Watson's 70s run, even though legends like Frank Zappa, Steve Miller deeply championed his dynamic transition from musical innovator to funk icon. So this song, Superman Lover, which came out 50 years ago, sits in the shadow of mainstream 1970 giants, despite pioneering the blueprint for modern hip hop production in West Coast G Funk. Watson was a musical genius who influenced everyone from Frank Zappa to Jimi Hendrix. His transition from 1950s blues prodigy to 70s funk icon is often overlooked by casual music listeners. He's underrated. This song is underrated for Superman Love because Johnny Guitar Watson was a one-man show deficit. Unlike massive funk bands of the era like Parliament Funkadelic or Earth, Wind and Fire, Johnny Guitar Watson was largely a one-man operation. He wrote, arranged, sang, could play guitar, bass, keyboards on his records because he lacked massive permanent touring machine. His individual catalog didn't always get the same continuous one-time media push. The genre blurring chameleon. Casual R&B fans sometimes struggle to categorize Watson because he was a pioneer of the electric guitar feedback in the 1950s, a jazz adjacent pianist, and a flamboyant funk pimp persona in the 70s. The genre hopping kept him from being neatly slotted to standard classic R&B radio formats, overlooked vocal writing wit. People focus heavily on his virtuosic guitar playing and means his comedic songwriting and smooth conversational vocal delivery on Superman Lover are frequently secondary talking points. And then you look at the blueprint for the hip hop genre. Despite being underrated on mainstream classic soul stations, Superman Lover is highly revered in the hip hop community. The song served as a foundation text for several iconic tracks like Afro Puffs, Lay of Rage. That was a smash hit. Again, Superman Lover, Redman. He adopted that in his albums from 1992 to 2007. Then you got, Snoop Dogg on the West Coast funk. Driving Groove, Relax laid the framework for the sonic landscape of 1990s G-Funk. That's what it was back then. So that's the reason why this song is underrated. Thanks for 3 people hitting the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it. Come back with the next one. This is number 17. John Guitar Watson, Superman Lover, 1976. Be back with number 16.